How's your aunt this morning?
Oh, yeah, she'll be here soon. It's lunchtime in Bombay, so she'll be catching up on gossip with Uncle Ravi.
Oh, well, she certainly seems at home behind a shop counter.
Oh, thank you. You know, a legend has it that her great-aunt Indira gave birth to her while serving a queue of people at her shop. And within 5 minutes, the baby Maya was at the counter, bagging it up for the customers.
Then you must be very pleased to have someone so well qualified for the job.
Hi. Hello.
Hi. And what can I do for you?
Don't start me.
Seriously, anything you see, yours, and at a reasonable price.
Pint of milk?
A pint of milk? Honey, I would have thought you had gone for something a little bit more exotic.
Such as?
Well, I might have one or two tempting special offers.
I knew that I'd forgotten something. Sorry, brown sugar.
Yeah, over there by the cereals.
Oh.
Maybe you better leave the special offers till another day.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think?
Well, it's a lot brighter, isn't it?
It's a lot brighter. Is that all you have to say? This here's a class job, Janice, you know, eh?
Well, Jim hasn't finished yet.
What do you mean I haven't finished?
Well, you can't just do one room and leave the rest of the house, can you? I mean, it's like, you know, sunbathing and forgetting about your white bits.
Well, excuse me. I'd keep my white bits to myself.
Hey, that's not what we've heard.
Look, have you two got no work to go to?
Yeah, but we've got 5 minutes yet, haven't we?
Right, well, in that case, I'll get a paper.
All right, sweetie.
All right, see you later.
Bye. Yes, when I'm finished with this place, the Queen herself will be wanting a house swap. Right, Gail, I'm off. Oh, by the way, how's Sarah Louise today?
She's fine.
Oh, good. I think she's been very brave.
Actually, I wanted to talk to you about Sarah Louise. You've been seeing a lot of her lately.
Oh, well, yeah. I thought she might just need someone to talk to, you know.
She's got me and Martin to talk to.
Oh, of course, yeah, Gail. I wouldn't mean that.
It's just that she's very vulnerable at the moment, and I wouldn't want anybody to say anything that might upset her.
I wouldn't.
Not intentionally.
I see. Well, if that's how you feel, you needn't worry. Best be off.
Hey, really? All right. What's up with her?
I tried to tell her to ease up on Sarah Lou.
All right. Do you not think Sarah needs all the friends she can get just now?
She needs her family more. I'm just not comfortable with Hayley's interest in her.
Right. I thought we'd been through all this.
It's because Hayley can't have children, and I just don't think it's healthy for either of them.
Yeah. Well, Hayley's only trying to help.
Well, it's not helping me seeing them talking all the time.
Look, just because Sarah started getting friendly with Hayley doesn't mean she's shutting you out, you know. When the time comes, it's you she'll want holding her hand, no one else.
You think I'm being silly?
Well, maybe a little bit overprotective. Maybe a little bit jealous, right?
You all right, Hayley? You've hardly said enough to stitch a sentence from all morning.
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. What do you think to crimson in the bedroom?
Crimson?
It's supposed to be very passionate, it's crimson.
It's same colour as that wallpaper in Arkesley Street Curry House.
Crimson walls, thick velvet curtains, and black silk sheets.
Ooh, it's a room painted for passion.
Yeah, and there, lying in bed, there's Jim MacDonald.
Right, you lot, listen up. Got some news for you.
Oh, are you retiring?
No, I'm not. I've never worked so hard. Reviewing your pay.
All right, we're going to get a rise, though, eh?
Yes, if you deserve one.
Of course we deserve it. Tell him, Linda.
Oh, I think Mike knows you well enough.
Which is why I'm convinced you're going to love the sound of this new scheme and give it 100% backing.
Well, what's it all about, this new scheme?
Well, it's quite simple, really. You'll be on a set basic wage. And then there will be bonuses depending on the productivity of each and every one of you. And then there will be a further payment if the factory hits its target.
What sorts of targets?
It's based on how long it takes you to stitch a garment together.
Right. So how much are these bonuses, then?
Linda, everything you want to know is in there. Your new contracts.
Well, we'll have to have time to read them properly and talk about them.
Take as long as you like. And it don't take too long. I won't be this generous for very much longer.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Me usual post-meridian brew, if you please.
Scotch and threat.
The very same.
On its way.
Oh, I believe your herbivore nephew and his teen tot here dining with our Ashley and Maxine this evening.
Oh, are they? Oh, how very nice.
Oh, a feast fit for a king, I have to admit, though king of the kangaroos or some other leaf muncher, granted. Aubergine in Creole sauce or some such.
That sounds delightful.
Delightful. Sounds like more like disaster to my mind. Disaster and disgrace.
I don't understand.
If Spider can have you up a tree hollering in long johns, what's he going to get our Ashley doing? What's up?
Well, it's Ashley's Creole sauce.
What about it?
Well, I do hope he follows a recipe and doesn't use Worcester sauce in it.
Ah, bad enough there's no meat in it.
Yeah, but some Worcester sauce contains anchovies. Oh, dear.
Oh, dear, yes, I get your point. Do you worry, Mrs. Bishop. I'll tell Ashley when I get back to Freshcourse.
Oh, thank you.
Hello again.
Hey?
Can I get you a drink?
Yeah. Vodka and tonic.
All right, Gina, brandy and a vodka and tonic, please, darling.
Oh, cheers, Dev. A couple of pints for us.
Yeah, and two more pints for the cabbies, please.
Coming up.
So, how's the fast-moving world of public transport, boys?
It's moving.
Yeah.
Radios are fitted, and we're looking for more drivers.
And punters, presumably.
Yeah, well, the streets are full of them, and they're all going to be ours. No one else will get a look in, eh?
That's right.
Well, good luck. There's a lot of competition out there, right? So, the trick is not to let them get in your way.
We won't.
At 6:40, please, Lord.
Cheers.
Who's the vodka and tonic for?
What, this?
Yeah.
This? Debs.
That's Dougie Ferguson's bird, man.
And it's relax, okay? I'm buying her a drink. I'm not turning on the electric blanket.
It doesn't look like you'll need one with her.
Later.
Thanks.
My pleasure. Can I join you?
Thought that was the idea.
You know, I never take anything for granted. Especially women.
Who's Mr. Smooth?
No, it's true. Taking things for granted only has one result, and that's disappointment. Me, I like to know where I stand. That way there's no disappointment, and I don't make a fool of myself.
Well, I'm not interested in making a fool of you.
Well, you were pretty sharp with Dougie Ferguson the other day.
Well, that was down to Dougie. Don't think you need worry about that.
I see. Well, that's good news.
So, why don't you tell me a little bit more about the special offers you were on about earlier?
Oh, well, right. Okay, now that's a very, very special offer, okay? Now, there's good wine, there's great food, there's soft music, candlelight, and it's all on me.
Sold.
Just a sec.
Surprise, surprise.
Jerry?
Sorry, I can see you were expecting someone else.
No.
Didn't I buy you that?
What do you want?
I want to talk.
Well, I don't want to. We've got solicitors to do that for us now. So why don't you get out of here before
What? Before Loverboy gets here? Yeah, 3 would be a crowd, wouldn't it?
No. Before I call security.
Call security? I'm your husband, for God's sake.
Not as far as I'm concerned.
That is very obvious. Look, hey, get your hands off her. Don't touch me. She is still my wife.
Oh, yeah? That give you the right to thump her, does it? Like you did at Christmas time? Oh, come on, then. Hey? What are you going to do, until I can punch bag every time? Come on. Why don't you try me for size?
Gladly.
Stop it! Get off the both of you! Get off it! Stop it! Stop it!
I always knew it was you that was giving her one.
Yeah? Well, just get out, will you?
I'm going. But this isn't finished, I can tell you.
Feel any better?
A bit.
Well, they brought him round here.
Well, the divorce, I suppose.
You'd have thought they'd got used to the idea of it all being over by now, wouldn't you?
He's always been a ticking bomb.
So what was he planning on doing? Dragging you back by your hair?
I think he would have if he had the chance.
So what's he going to do now, then? Is he going to go straight round and see Gail?
Well, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, well, maybe he's got nothing more to go on than last time he was shouting his mouth off. Didn't catch us doing anything, did he?
Well, this was bad enough.
What are we going to do?
I don't see I've got any choice. I've got to find somewhere else to live. Somewhere Jerry can't find me.
Well, it's all just words to me. I mean, it's figures that I'm interested in. How much more am I going to get paid on a Friday is what I want to know.
Yeah, well, there's always one thing with Baldwin. He don't give out away.
Did you know about this?
No. First I heard about it this morning, same as West here.
Right, but what do you think?
Well, I'm no expert.
Yeah, come on, love. You're nearest thing to one we've got. What do you reckon, then? Are we being swindled or what?
No, I don't think we are. What we're talking about here is performance-related pay.
Yeah, piecework in anybody else's language.
To be honest, I think it's fair. We just get paid for the work we turn out.
Oh, well.
Well, sounds reasonable.
It's all down to timing, you see. How long he reckons it takes us to stitch up a pair of knickers or whatever.
Oh, well, no time at all. I can do that in my sleep. I do most of the time.
We are. Hey, so what you're saying is that if we come in quicker than Baldwin's timings for knickers, then we quit in?
Oh, yeah.
Under the terms of Mr. Baldwin's contract, we stand to make a lot more money than we do now.
Oh,
that sounds all right, then, hey, I'm going to go for that. Come on, then.
Could I have a word? In private, please.
Yeah, well, the chair, you never know what it's going to be like. One minute he says one thing, then he says another. Is it about Sarah Lou?
Yeah, but it's more about me. Apologising for this morning. I didn't mean to imply that you were sticking your nose in. I was being overprotective and I'm sorry.
Oh, not at all. Gail, it must be so difficult for you. It's so stressful at the moment, everything that's going on.
That's no reason for hurting the feelings of a friend. Mine and Sarah Lou's.
I think I'll go for that.
I thought I might find you here. Come on.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Baldwin's got a new pay deal. They could be in for a packet.
Oh, well, good. It'll help pay for that bed that's just been delivered.
The bed? It's arrived?
Yes, it certainly has. It's not lightweight either.
Oh, come on, what are you waiting for?
You go and look at it. I'm staying here. I want a jar.
Oh, don't be so daft, you've earned more than a jar. Come on.
Sure?
Yeah.
Hello, lads. All right.
Just thought I'd stop by, see how you're getting on with the place.
Oh, fine, thanks, Dougie.
Oh, give it a week or two, a couple of drunks, and I suppose it'll be grubby enough to pass for a minicab waiting room.
I'll take that as a compliment then, shall I?
Take it how you like. I want this place to work. I need the rent.
Oh, there's no problem there, Dougie. We're on the air, and we're going places. Base to rich. Do you read me rich? Over.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get hold of Rich. What does it look like I'm doing?
I have no idea, mate, but it looks like you're auditioning for Thunderbirds or something. Base to rich, come on, over. Give it here. Rich, it's Stevie there, mate.
If you ask me, you two need to do some work on your presentation. If you don't, it's going to be carnage on the roads.
And how'd you work that out?
Well, because all the cab drivers in Weatherfield are going to be running into each other through laughing at you.
They're taking their time making their minds up.
Well, they've got a lot to think about, haven't they? Before they sign those contracts, they've got to try and remember how to spell their names.
Well, if Haley thinks it's a good deal, shouldn't we go for it?
Look, as far as Baldwin's concerned, the only good deal is the one that puts brass in his pocket, not anybody else's.
Yeah, but it's all down here in black and white. I mean, he can't go back on that, can he? It's a legal binding contract, Janice. Yeah, and it's good enough for me. Hey, give us that pen, Haley. Right.
What kind of music do hippies listen to?
Spider and Toy aren't hippies, Maxine. They've been to New Age music.
I just want something to listen to and run out of things to talk about. Like 3 mouthfuls into the starter.
Sure, Spider's got loads of stories. What protests he's been on, tunnelling underground, stuff like that.
Well, I hope he's cleaned under his fingernails. Oh, hello. Come in.
Not too early, are we? No, you're bang on time.
We don't get asked out very often, so we thought we'd get in before you changed your mind.
Well, we've been looking forward to it all day.
This place has changed since Ali and were living here.
Yeah, big improvement all round.
You got rid of leather sofa too.
Well, you can't turn veggie and then lie back and relax on a dead cow, can you?
Oh, no. It weren't vegetarianism. Maxime had an accident with a turkey before Christmas.
Here, it's organic.
Thank you.
Trod by a workers' collective.
Ooh, they'd have washed the feet first, wouldn't they?
What? Government should put an health warning on you tonight.
If you got it, flaunt it.
So who's the lucky fella then? Oh, say no more. I think we've got a match.
Hi, now this is what I call a date.
You like it?
Very much. Will I do?
Every inch.
So, would you like to have a drink here?
No, let's get off, eh?
My thoughts, exactly.
Have a good night. House is really beginning to feel like home now, especially with the new bed. Great, isn't it?
Aye, it's very comfortable. Gwen, look, I have to tell you, I had some bad news whenever you were back to work, you know.
What kind of bad news?
One of my relatives died.
Oh, Jim, I'm sorry.
I know.
That was me rambling on about the bed. Who is it?
An uncle of mine back in Belfast. Meant to me as much as my old dad did, you know. My Uncle John.
Oh, why didn't you say anything?
Well, I was trying to get my head around, you know, never mind talk about it.
You poor thing.
Anyway, I know it's short notice, but I'm going to have to leave you, you know. I've got to go back and pay my respects and all that kind of crack.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry about me, I'll be fine.
Right.
Oh.
You know, it's not bad, this organic wine.
Oh, it's nothing better than the way nature intended.
What's really frightening, though, is it's getting more and more difficult to tell what's natural and what's been genetically modified.
Oh, God, yeah. They're putting fish genes into tomatoes to make them resistant to frost.
You're joking.
No. I mean, I can see a time when people like us will have to take to the hills and become totally self-sufficient.
Oh, I could just see Maxine while he's digging calm up from underground.
Isn't it time for the starters, Ashley?
Well, who's that?
I'll get it.
Oh, the rascal, aren't you?
Yeah, you can tell it wears a trouser in this house, huh?
Fred?
Is our Ashley in?
Yeah, but we've got company.
Oh, of course. The turnip twosome, I forgot. Still, I'll not keep him long.
Uncle Fred, what are you doing here?
What's up? You've not banned your own flesh and blood from the house as well at Farm Round Variety, have you?
Of course not, unless you've come make trouble.
As it happens, I've just called in to tell you I'll not be a counter in morning. I've some square dealings to be employed upon. And it so happens we're expecting a delivery from Peach's Abattoir at 10 o'clock.
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
Good lad. Right, I'll not stop. Only it'd be rude not for me to say hello to your guests.
Right, come on through.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Mr. Elliot. Come to join us?
No. I've made a solemn oath not to put out vegetarian between these lips.
Go on. I'll tell you what, why don't I stick you some cheese on toast under the grill? Won't take a minute.
He's on toast. Oh, well, go on, then. And stick some of that Worcester sauce on it. That'll do very nicely.
Well, they signed up for this new pay deal like sheep. No, not sheep. Lambs. Lambs to the slaughter.
It's supposed to work two ways, Mike. Your productivity goes up and they get more spends in their pockets.
Yeah, come on, let's go. Hey, is that right, what I hear? You're going into business with Steve McDonald?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. There you go.
Well, I hope you know what you're doing.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Well, as a former business partner of his, I'd keep my eyes on him. In fact, I'll grow another pair in the back of your head, just to make sure.
I'll have a scotch, please, Gina. And you haven't seen Debs around tonight, have you?
Debs? She was in earlier. Couldn't say where she is now.
You know, Ashley, you're not a bad cook. This is great.
Thanks.
We'll have to have you over to our place. What about next week?
Well, it's fine with us, isn't it, Maxine? See what a vegetarian meal really should be like.
You know, you really ought to try it, Mr. Elliot. Look, I'm not saying serve veggie, At least have a vegetarian meal once in a while. It's tasty.
Tasty? The only vegetation with much to recommend to taste buds is the leaf of tobacco plant.
You think you're so smart, don't you?
Yeah, I've steady onto him.
No, if he reckons he's so clever, then how come so many great men have been vegetarians? Mahatma Gandhi, John Wesley, George Bernard Shaw, Tolstoy, Voltaire.
Aye. And let's not forget Adolf Hitler.
Why don't we all just calm down a bit then, eh?
Well, I know when I'm outside, be welcome. Oh, Ashley, I knew I had something to tell you. Emily Bishop called me in the Rovers at this lunchtime. Wanted me to tell you not to use Worcester sauce in your recipe. Something to do with anchovies. That's probably what makes it tasty.
It's all right, Fred. I saw Emily in the street and she told me.
Oh! Oh, that's all right, then.
By the way, did you enjoy cheese on toast?
Heavenly, Ashley. Animal produce par excellence.
Oh, no. Closest that cheese got to a cow was stood in the fridge next to a bottle of milk. It were made from soya beans. Vegetarian cheese.
Poison.
Madam.
You spoil me.
Nobody could spoil you, baby.
You really are a smooth-talking devil, aren't you?
Yeah, but should I walk you to the door?
Well, you've come this far. Here I am. Safe and sound.
And what about intruders? Do you want me to take a look around inside? Maybe, check upstairs?
Do you think that's necessary?
I think that's vital.
Maybe you're right.